Alright, so today we're going to build a speech to text in League of Legends. So yeah, if you ever played Dota 2 or a bunch of other games, Valorant, whatever, you can talk to your team. It makes the game so much more fun, especially if you're playing ranked or playing alone. So the goal for today is to be able to say something in League and have it type it in the chat. So for this problem, I think I just made this first. Just make like a Python file, call it whatever. I call mine leaguespeak.py. We have 4 challenges to this, right? We need to record from the microphone. We need to save it as a .wave. Then we need to open the .wave and do speech to text on it. This is just get imported, so none of this should be super hard. And then what we need to do is we need to type that in League without messing us up, right? Like if you play League, you know if you're typing and you try to cast spell, move, whatever, there's lots of ways to mess it up. So that's probably the hardest part, and these are the first 3 things we're going to try to do right now. Right, so I already did some research, looked some stuff up. Right, so we got a few typing packages. We have 1 speech to text and 1 recording and saving from your microphone. So the first thing we're gonna do, right, look at this, record with Python, save file, sound device plus wave. Okay, so all we gotta do, take this, drop it in here, and obviously, like, if you don't have it, make sure you pip install sound device. I've never used this package before, but I think I installed it because I did this already. And then you can always like pip install wave, and you should have NumPy. But yeah, obviously you can do that too. So alright, we got those. So now, boom, we're recording to this file, 2 seconds long. Sampling frequency, I wouldn't touch that. So the next thing we need to do is read this in and do speech to text. So all we gotta do is look up how to convert speech to text in Python, right? You need to do this. If you haven't, pip install speech recognition. Then all we gotta do is import it and decide what our file name is. So as you can see here, we are saving to test.wave. So get rid of that, test.wave. Add our recognizer. So just creating a recognizer class and open the file, read it, and print the text. Okay. So that's it. We literally typed no code basically. But if we run this, I'm gonna add like let's see, where does it start recording? Right away, I guess. Let's print recording. Alright. This is a test to see if it works. This is a test to see. Okay. Yeah, made it a little longer. But yeah, there we go. So now that works. And so now you think about, okay, we're in game. How can we can't just run this file every time we want to say something, right? So we need to do, there's a package called keyboard, right? So that lets us do obviously pip install this too if you haven't. That lets us do keyboard.wait, and then we can wait for a command, right? So if I'm like push to talk hotkey equals, let's set it to G. Put that in here. So now we're waiting for this, and then we'll say something. Okay, so run the file. Okay, so yeah, the issues, you have to run as an administrator if you do like keyboard commands, especially on Mac. Alright, so now if I press G, it should start. Okay, awesome. This works now. Okay, awesome. This works now. Perfect. Okay, so the thing is, you see how it ends the program after, so what we can do is just add a well true here, put all of this up here. Okay, and so now we can do that. Let's get this just out here. There's no reason to have it inside of the for loop or the while loop. So now we have a program where we press a button. So we press G, and it'll do all of this, record, save the file, open it back up, and listen to it. We don't want to import that every time either. Okay, perfect. So now all we have to do is figure out how can we put this in League. Alright, so for some reason it's not opening on my computer, or on my laptop, but I'm on my desktop right now, and I have the same code, just added 2 more things, right? So we're gonna import keyboard and import PyAutoGUI. And if you don't have these, just pip install and it should work. And so now, right, we have our well true, we wait to press G, so that's our push to talk button. We're gonna see a recording pop up here. We're gonna save the file, right? And then we're going to open it again, and then we're going to print our text. So if I run this, I'm going to press G, and I'm going to say, I love League of Legends. Awesome. So it works. If I press G again, alright, it's still working. Still working. Alright, let's change this to 3. 5 seconds feels like a really long time. So yeah, how can we get this in League? Well, what we can do is a few things. Because I tested this a little bit, there's one thing I'm going to let you guys know to save some time. PyAutoGUI and keyboard both have like a press function, but if I do, look at this, I think it's enter, alright? So if I press enter, you know how you press enter, you type, and you press enter again to chat? For some reason, if I press do this with PyAutoGUI, it will not do the first enter, right? It won't open the chat, but if I have stuff already in here, it will close the chat, which is an issue. So instead, what we're going to use is a keyboard dot press and press. Let's look for press. Okay, yeah, press and release. So we do keyboard dot press and release enter, and then we're going to have PyAutoGUI dot write text, right? Because we saved this text right here. So let's print also like what we saved. Okay, we have press and release, enter, write the text, enter again, right? Okay, let's try that. So running, I'm gonna gank bottom. Okay, so it didn't have time to type it, I guess. This is test number 2. Okay, let's see it's recording. I'm gonna gang bottom, almost. It's test number 2. Okay, so it's working, but it's not printing. So one thing we could try is let's see if we do this here, if it will work. So we add a little timer. It's just stuff you have to mess around with, right? Alright, this is my 3rd test. Hopefully this one works. Okay, that didn't work. It could be because I was clicking, right? So if I enter and I type and then I click over here, it stops typing, right? So what I'm going to try is not moving. This is a not moving test. Nice. Okay. So one thing we could do is just, I'm curious if this will work now. Like once it types it, it should be able to hit enter right away, right? We're testing with no enter. Caitlin sucks. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, so you don't need anything after that. One other way, obviously, like computers are fast, right? So it could be doing these insanely fast. So I'm gonna try to just slowly lower this and see if it will work. This is the 0.1 test. Oh, nice. So let's try it while we're moving around. This is the 0.1 test. Okay, so it's still an issue. So maybe, hopefully, you can go lower. Let's try 0.01. This is hopefully working. Move around. Oh, nice. Let's try to really like break it then. Alright, I'm going to come top to help out. Going to come talk to help out. Alright, so besides not recognizing what I'm saying, I think we should kill the dragon. Oh, look at that. We got text-to-speech in League of Legends now. To say whatever we want. So let's say, who's a mid laner? I think Lysandra is roaming. Look at that. It can't spell for shit, but it works. I think mid is missing, but I'm gonna come follow to bot lane. Mid is missing, but I'm gonna come down to bot lane. MIT is missing, but I'm gonna come down to bottom. Okay, nice. Let's try doing like 4 seconds just to change it, and I think that should be good to go. I think we shouldn't fight for a bit. I'm not that strong yet. Oh, yeah. Jungle diff. Jungle diff. Nice. So that's how you make a speech to text in League. So now, while I'm fighting, I can say, sorry for losing mid lane.